I had 2 brothers and 2 sisters. Yep, I had a big family. My brothers were used to telling me strange and scary stories too. As I was only 5 or 6 years old at the time, I believed them. My sister was the eldest sibling in the family, and she always told me that I was her favourite. She would expose them and say they were wrong. But while I was sleeping, I would always dream of those stories. Adam, the eldest brother, would talk about a monster known as the Silverback, and that it was covered in a shiny substance. He also said that it had a mouth that stretched from the front to the back of its face. Every day, to creep me out, he would tell me different stories about the same monster. Another one of my brothers, Sam, told me a story which gave me genuine nightmares. He told me of a monster which was covered with the blood of its victims. It was normal looking until you looked at it. One glance at its eyes or even its body. After that, you couldn't look away. If you did, you would die. After a few years, my brothers and I forgot about it. We went to Colorado for a holiday because we had summer break, so it was pure bliss for my siblings, as I hadn't had a vacation for over 3 years. We stayed at a hotel, which was pretty decent. My parents had a friend who worked at that hotel, and asked him for a tour, so he took me, and left my 2 brothers in my hotel room while my sister was chilling with some girls she wanted to make friends with. After the tour, my parents left me in the hallway and told me to go to the room while they went for drinks. I ran over and knocked on the door of my room. No answer. I knocked again. Still no answer. Then I remembered that I had the key card of the room, so I opened it. I entered the room. I saw nobody inside, but I did see a puddled red substance. Thinking it was cranberry juice that was being drunk earlier, I went over and saw 3 eyeballs. Thinking it was definitely a prank intended to make me believe in those old monsters, I yelled at them to stop fucking around and come out. No reply. I immediately called my parents to come to the hotel room, and they said, "We'll come as fast as possible." I looked out of the window, and I saw something that horrified me. I saw the same monster Adam told me about, the Silverback. It was just looking at my room, specifically at me. It started waving with its deformed hands. I turned for a second, because I thought I heard something. But when I looked back, it had vanished. Worried about my sister, I rang her, but she didn't reply. I called her again. This time the call went through. I heard the most terrifying sound. I heard a distorted, echoing scream, and then silence. I shouted into the phone, to whoever it was, to let them go. And then I heard a voice. "Are we fiction or reality?" And heard my sister's voice screaming to let her and her friends go. Then I heard a crunch sound. And then again, silence. The phone call cut off, and as I looked behind me, I saw my parents, just standing there. Their eyes were pulled out of their heads, but they had a smile on their face. I blinked, and saw both monsters in front of me. The Silverback put his hand on my head